Hello and welcome back to my Let's Play series of Star Stable Online. And today we are back in Moorland to do some quests. And I was thinking I would start with Beatrice. Oh Elaine, it's awful. Someone has stolen all my trophies. I won those trophies as a bobcat. So even though my name is on them, they belong to the club. Loretta is not going to be happy. I was the first member of the Bobcats to show up this morning for training, which suits me just fine. I was sipping my morning latte when I noticed something was wrong. Someone had ransacked my storage locker. I keep some pretty valuable tech in there, but none of that was missing. The thief only wanted my trophies. The thief must have come during the night because I remember seeing the trophies yesterday after club practice. They left without a trace. No trace at all, not so much as a... Oh wait, are those hoof prints? It's a clue. Follow them, Elaine. Maybe they'll lead you to the thief. Okay, a thief. One more time in Moorland. Because 10, no, I think it was 10 is already lost her money. Oh, something is on the ground. A little bit of green fabric on the ground. You pick it up. There weren't any footprints to follow. I suppose there's nothing we can do about it then. What? You found a piece of fabric? That could be from the thief's clothes. Elaine, I don't know what we should do with this bit of fabric. Maybe it's an important clue, but all of this business with mysteries and thieves isn't really my thing. Maybe you can chat to Jenna about it instead. She is smart. If you and her work together on this, then I bet you'll find out who stole my trophies for sure. Please? Thanks, Elaine. I knew I could trust you. My trophies are so important to me, so I'd be so grateful if you could find them for me. Thanks, and good luck. To Jenna. And she is over here. Hey Elaine, how's it going? What's that? Someone's stolen all of Peter's trophies? So there's a thief on the loose in Moorland. I've had my suspicions for a while now, but I've no idea who it might be. We need evidence before we start making accusations. If you find any clues, come back and let me know. Oh, no. Okay, yeah, that went well. We need to find clues, but where could those be? Maybe we can go talk to Mrs. Holdsworth, I guess. No, that's something else, I think. I think. I don't see anything and I don't know what to do. No, she also doesn't have a quest. Okay, I will try to Google this. Maybe I can find something. Okay, so I think that we need to talk to the blacksmith comrade. And it looks like he is missing something as well. So maybe these are multiple quests we first need to do before we get on with the quest line. Good day to you, Elaine. I'm afraid I don't have time to chat just now. You see, I promised to get these flower boxes finished for Jenna before sundown, and I'm already running behind schedule. This hammer isn't the right tool for these flower boxes. If these are to be world class, then there's to be no compromise. I need my tiniest hammer. Why I'm running late? Well, I'll tell you all about it if you pass me my tiniest hammer. Thanks. I suppose a very quick break won't hurt, so let me tell you about the decidedly bizarre happening that delayed me. It was this morning, you see. Just as I was about to start work for the day, a strange man came walking towards the smithy with his hood up and sunglasses on. It was too warm for a sweater, and the sun was hidden by clouds, so I thought it was most peculiar. Anyway, he seemed quite lost and asked me the way to Silverglade village. I explained the route, head up the hill and head left at the crossroad. And he just looked confused. He said he didn't understand. I couldn't quite get to grips with it. Surely my directions weren't that unclear. Well, nobody can say that Conrad Martin can give directions, so I decided to give him the best directions anyone had ever given anyone anywhere ever. I told him all about where exactly he should walk, pointing at the castle and telling its story so that the importance of the landmark on this route couldn't possibly be forgotten. So they could definitely be 100% certain. I told him absolutely everything about the history of the castle from John Jarl's time to the present day. I even took seasonal and weather conditions into account when calculating his route. It took me the entire morning to describe it all to him in this level of detail. These directions were truly a masterpiece that no soul could ever misunderstood. When I turned to him to ask him if he had any questions, he disappeared. I guess my directions were so precise and so detailed that he didn't need to hear any more to be able to find his destination. Well, I felt as though my pride wasn't restored and this man was quite clearly satisfied with my work, so I didn't think any more of it. That said, it caused me some considerable delay, but at least it was for a good reason. Now then, I've rested long enough. Will you fetch me my smallest hammer for me now, like you said? It's on the table over there by the smithy. Oh no, there is nothing. You couldn't find a hammer? Did you look on the table? Did you look properly? And underneath it and down the side as well? You couldn't find anything, you say? Odd. I've never lost a tool in my entire life. Has my memory finally let me down after all these years? Have I reached the ripened old age where I should call it a day? Elaine, this is absolutely one of the very worst days of my entire life. I'm not going to be able to deliver an order on the agreed time. It's the first time ever. Would you be able to give Jenna the terrible news that her flower boxes won't be finished today? Thank you, Elaine. Now you must excuse me. I need to find that hammer now. Let Jenna know I'll not rest a single moment until the hammer's found and the flower boxes are finished. I swear on my honor as a blacksmith. Tell Jenna what's happening and please ask her to accept my apologies, even if it's a stain on my impeccable record that may never be removed. Now I must be off, Elaine, as my career is obviously in ruins. I need to think about what to do with the rest of my life. I haven't even had time to teach a trainee to take over the smithy. Is this how it all ends? My life's work in flames like this. This is truly a day of tragedy. Tell Jenna that. Aww, poor Conrad. He sounds so sad. So maybe the quest with Mrs. Holdsworth about the pie is also about something that is missing. So I guess we do need to talk to her after we talk to Jenna. My flower boxes are delayed. What flower boxes? Oh, flower boxes. Yeah, I asked Conrad a while ago to make me some flower boxes, but I'd pretty much forgotten all about them. Oh well, it doesn't matter if delayed. It was mostly just a bit of fun. Any special reason Conrad's running late? He gave directions to some odd man and then couldn't find one of his hammers, you say? Weird. I'm not sure it's just a coincidence, Elaine. Something fishy is going on here in Moorland. If you hear of any more weird things, come and tell me. Okay, let's go talk to Mrs. Holdsworth, because I guess that quest has to do also with this quest line. Hello, Elaine. Why you look so angry? Someone stole my freshly baked pie earlier. Grayson doesn't begin to describe it. It's probably that Ten or her friend Loretta who took it. Why I think that, well, just a few days ago Ten was here asking if she could have a bit of pie. I said to her that I'd happily offer pie in exchange for her popping out to grab my mail for me since I'm not as quick on my feet as I used to be. Guess what she did next? She screwed her face up and said she wanted the whole pie and that I should be happy someone wanted to eat my disgusting pies at all. What a, what a nice person. I want to say biatch. Then I got my broom out and chased her away. She disappeared fast as lightning off in the direction of Moorland stables. I don't remember being that angry in a good long while, Elaine. Rather a refreshing little feeling as it happens, but a little bit uncomfortable. I'm not one to get angry, really. You're going to write and ask Ten if she stole the pie? Thanks, Elaine. That's nice of you. If I did it, I'd surely get just as wound up as last time. And I think I've been angry enough to last me for a few decades now. Thanks for helping, young Elaine. What pie? I haven't taken any pie from that old granny. Nobody likes her pies anyway. They're gross. Ha! I'm not a thief, Elaine, I swear. Must have been someone trying to set me up. Loretta, no doubt. Why I think it's Loretta? I got a really cool brand new watch the other day from J-Bay. It's just so perfect, so awesomely awesome. Anyway, Loretta was totally jealous, just like I thought she would be. Haha. Never thought she'd sink so low as to steal it from me, though. She won't even admit it, and it's like she's so out of line, you get me? Now she stole that pie from Mrs. Holsworth, and it's all just 'cause she's so jealous of me. You're gonna talk to Loretta? Well, good luck and whatever. Just tell her I want my watch back, else we're not BFFs anymore. What? Ten said I'm a thief? I haven't touched a thing. No way. No gross old crusty pies and no trashy watches either. Let me talk to her. That's like so typical. Ten loses her ugly trashy watch and she blames me. Why would I want a cheap ugly FedEx supermarket watch anyway? I wouldn't even leave the house with a joke on my wrist. If she doesn't get that, then she's double as dumb as I thought she was. And I wouldn't go near one of the older Granny Holdsworth's pies either. It was actually Ten who wanted a piece of pie from Mrs. Holdsworth. She loves her dusty old pies, even though she'd never dare say anything. It's only when she didn't get any stuff into her big dumb mouth, that she started saying that they were horrible. Haha, like Ten's never gonna get any pie again now that she said that. What a dweeb. Would I think took the watch and the pie in that case? No idea. But you have to tell Jenna it wasn't me because Ten is totally like gonna spread it around that I'm a thief and that would just be so horrible. Everyone knows Jenna, so if she says I'm innocent, then everything will just go back to being fine. You tell her it wasn't me? Sweet Elaine, thanks. How interesting. All the missing stuff. Hey Elaine, what can I help you with? Loretta says it wasn't her who swiped Mrs. Holsworth's pie, and she hasn't touched Ten's watch. I didn't even know anybody had stolen these things. So weird, Elaine. These missing things are just a small part of something bigger. I can feel it. Elaine, come back if you hear anything else going wrong here in Moorland. I think we found enough evidence. Elaine, I think there's a thief on the loose in Moorland. Combat's hammer, Beatrice's trophies, Ten's watch, and Mrs. Holsworth's pie, all gone in a mysterious way. It just can't be a coincidence. You agree? Hmm. Something in their story should tell us who the thief is. I can feel it. Do you remember what they said? They all said? Conrad said he was visited by a mysterious man. It must have been the thief. Unfortunately, Conrad also said that the thief had a hood and dark glasses, which means he couldn't tell us any more about how the thief looked. Then we've got the green fabric you found at Beatrice's place, which must come from the thief's clothing. Don't you think? A thief leaving the scene of the crime will try to get away fast. It wouldn't be a surprise if the thief was less than careful and got some clothing caught in his escape. Ten didn't have anything to tell us about how her watch disappeared, but I wonder if it wasn't the same thief who took Mrs. Holdsworth's pie. It's not very valuable, but I guess the thief was hungry and no doubt caught a whiff of Mrs. Holdsworth's sensational pie as it sat cooling on the window sill. There's an important clue in her story, I can just feel it. Elaine, we need to put our heads together if we're going to solve this mystery. Come on, let's kick some ideas around and see what we come up with. Elaine, I think the stories from witnesses might give us a few clues as to who the thief might be. Help me remember what they said. Whose story should we go over? Josh. Oh, remember Josh used to stand at the pole racing place, so I guess Josh should be Beatrice. Okay, Elaine, the fabric you found at Josh's place must be from the thief's clothes. What color was it? It was green. Of course, the fabric was green. Must mean the thief had green clothes on. Yeah. The blacksmith says he didn't see the thief's face, but maybe that doesn't matter so much. Conrad gave us a good description of the rest of what he saw anyway. Do you remember how the cook looked, Elaine? Hooded sweatshirt and shades. Exactly. Elaine, I think the stories from the witnesses might give us a few are already there. I already read that. I reckon the thief was hungry and could smell Mrs. Holsworth's freshly baked pies, and temptation must have been too great. The wind usually blows toward the sea. Where do you think it's most likely that the thief was hanging around, Elaine? Oh, I know who it did. At the beach, you have these workers, and they fit the description. The beach. Just what I was thinking. The beach is smack bang between Mrs. Holsworth's place and the sea, so the thief must have been there. Ha! I think we've cracked it, Elaine. Now we know who the thief is. Ha! Of course, it's obviously when you think about it. Elaine, you've also figured out where the thief comes from, right? Exactly. Dark horse camp down by the beach. It just has to be one of those shady types who are always hanging around down there. They have green hooded tops, they always wear dark glasses, plus when the wind blows, everyone on the beach can smell Mrs. Holdsworth's baking. Elaine, everything points towards the thief being some crook involved with Darkmoor. Now we just need to work out which one of them it is. It was. You can hardly even tell the difference between them, so I don't suppose it will be easy. What should we do? There's no obvious plan here, but I think the best we can do is this. Elaine, you ride to the Dark Horse camp on the beach and see if you can find any more clues. If anyone tries to stop you, tell them you'll ring the police if they're unhelpful. Why don't you just ring the police straight away? Well, I don't think the police would have much of a chance in this case. Do you? It will take time for them to get here, and by the time they arrive, the thief will have made a getaway. Our only chance is to try and solve this ourselves as quickly as we can. Ride to the beach, Elaine, and good luck. Okay, let's go to the beach. Beach. What do you want? You're looking for a thief? No thieves here. Dark Court does not tolerate any illegal activity, especially not illegal activity that gets you caught. Forget I said that last bit. Get out of here now. Someone's stolen things from a bunch of different people in Moorland, and all your clues point to it being someone from here. I understand, but it doesn't sound like you've got any evidence. This crook seems unusually crooked. You should keep your eye on him and see if you can find out a little bit more. Are you missing some of your fabric? No, he isn't. Oh. Okay, we need to hide. Our horse, well, my horse standing there won't. No, it won't lead to me, right? Nasty character. What a name. Okay. Follow the crook. Boss, we've got a problem. There's a girl here who's figured out that a thief is one of us. What should I do? Take care of it. How? Hey, your horse has come here. Oh, yeah. Haha, you're a smart one, boss. Great idea. Okay, boss, you can rely on me. It will all be over soon. Oh, he's seen us. Yo, dude. Did you hear that? Oh well, seems there is a thief here at Dark Horse Camp. You were right. I could probably use a little bit. I could probably use a little help catching him if you wouldn't mind helping. Great. But the tip of that he'll strike again. Oh, and we need to wait a day. Okay, so I will see you tomorrow, which will be right now. So it is the next day, and let's see if we can finish this quest. Quiet and listen to me. I just got the word that the thief has already struck. He's breaking into the lighthouse right now. If we hurry there, we might be able to catch him red-handed. Quick, go to the lighthouse. The crook jumps up behind you on your horse and points up towards the lighthouse above the beach. Quick, ride like the wind. Okay, so this is going to be a trap, right? He's going to lock us in that lighthouse. Since he had to get rid of us, and Yeah, that's a good way to get rid of somebody, just to lock them up in a lighthouse. Okay, here we are. Looks like we made it. Stay quiet now, he's probably still inside the lighthouse. The thief must be in there. Hey, sneak in and see if you can open the door without making any noise. If you manage that, I'll jump in and grab him. Careful now, creep up to the door and focus on opening it completely silently. We don't want to scare him off now we've got this close. Oh, I just know that this is going to be a trap. But here we go. Oh yeah. Oh no! You feel yourself faint. That's so bad. Oh, where are Mrs. Holdsworth? Okay. Elaine! Hello there, how's your head? Let's have a look at you. Nope, seems like you're past the worst of it. Seems like you'll have a bit of a bump there for a while, but it will go down. What are you doing here, you ask? Well, let's see. I heard an almighty crash up at the lighthouse a while ago, so I went up there to see what was going on. I found the door off its hinges and you on the ground, completely out for the count and impossible to reach. I carried you down here. Carried me down here? How strong is she? And that you get some rest in peace and quiet. A few hours rest and the vapors from one of my famous herbal broths seem to have done the trick. One thing that was rather strange, Elaine, when I found you up there at the lighthouse, you had one of Beatrice's trophies in your hand. One of the ones that were stolen a little while back. You're not a thief, are you, Elaine? Those snitches. You've no idea how Beatrice's trophy made it into your hand? I believe you, Elaine. You'd never do a thing like that. I think there's someone trying to pin the blame for these thefts in Moorland on you. Probably the actual thief trying to get away with it. You were lucky it was me who found you because it would have been difficult to explain to the police why you had stolen goods on you if they found you. But one question, why were you up in the lighthouse in the first place? What's that? You rode there with some crooked character from the beach to try and stop the thief? Aha, seems quite clear what's gone on here then. That shady character who went with you up the lighthouse must be the thief. When you started asking difficult questions, he must have tried to get rid of you and get away with it all at the same time. A crafty plan. If I hadn't heard all that commotion and noise from the lighthouse, it would have worked. Probably best that you ride down to the Dark Horse camp as quick as you can and confront that thief before he gets away. He already has knocked us out and we need to go back to him all alone. Like, what a great plan. Like, don't do something like that in real life. Thief? Why are you saying I'm busted? No point playing dumb, you say. Um, what are you talking about and who are you? Hold on a minute, you seem to think you're talking to my predecessor? The guy who was standing here just a couple of hours ago? Well, you're not talking to him. That much I can tell you. He was hastily replaced about half an hour ago. Disappeared on one of our ships. The last I saw of him was that he was running off onto the ship, quicker than a rat up a drain pipe. He didn't look like he had time to pack either. He had nothing with him when he left. Now you can get lost. I haven't got time to talk to you. Beat it. What? Stolen goods? I don't know what you're talking about. Sounds interesting though. Probably best I take a look at my professor's belongings. He disappeared so fast that all his things are left there on the boat. Excuse me 1 second, I'll go and investigate at once. If I find anything interesting, I'll let you know. You can rely on me. What's that? If you don't get to take a look for yourself, you'll call the police? Hmm. Okay, go through his stuff yourself. Then you have to promise not to call the police though. Promise? This isn't something to joke about. Now you've promised my predecessor kept his things in a wooden box on the boat over there by the radio equipment. Okay, let's see. Oh, yes, we are finding the stuff. Okay, that's it. Did you find his things? They were stolen goods, you say? Hmm, if they really are stolen goods, then the only fingerprints on them now are yours. Here at Darkcore, we all wear gloves. If I remember rightly, you had all these things with you when you arrived. Maybe I'll just call the police myself and tell them I've caught a thief. Maybe you can just give me all the loot and we can forget all this ever happened. What do you say? Hehe. What, you think I should call the police? You sure they'll take your word over mine? Okay, you win this time. You beat me this time, but I'm not as dumb as the last guy. We'll meet again, you can be sure of that. The smell of all that baking from that old granny's house is so good. If my predecessor hadn't taken the pie, I'd have done it myself. Hey, listen, give the pie case back to the old dear and maybe she'll set out another pie to pull sometime soon. Then we'll be ready and waiting. Hehe. Now get out of here and take this junk with you. Hello, Elaine. Oh, that looks like my pie tin. Some crook down there wanted you to give it back to me so he can steal the next pie I bake. You know what, Elaine? I'll be making my super extra double ultra volcano spicy chili pie. I've baked it only once before and it was for the final of that reality show Jorvik's Biggest Dummy. But the first person to eat a whole piece of the pie won the contest and got 1,000,000 Jorvik's shillings. I was the first year that there were no winners at all. Haha. Okay. This tiny hammer must belong to Conrad. Give it back to him, Elaine. I heard he was a little depressed last time you spoke to him, so he could probably use the good news. This must be Tan's watch. Probably best you give it back to her, but you can tell her from me there will be no more pie for her in the future. Here are all of Beatrice's trophies. Hurry now and give them back to her. She'll be so happy to have them again. Oh no. Okay, let's give back those items. I spy with my little eye, something beginning with my tiny hammer. I thought it was lost forever. Thank you, Elaine. Your heroics will not be forgotten. Do I need to talk to him again? Yeah. I thought it was my own fault the hammer was gone, and that my memory was fading, and that my old age was finally getting the better of me. But now everything's in order and all back to normal, all thanks to you, Elaine. I've never lost a tool in my life, and it won't happen again anytime soon. I swear it. Just as surely my name is Conrad Marsden. Elaine, hurry now and give Jenna the incredible news. She doesn't need to cry anymore. Her flower pots are going to be finished by sundown. Hey, Elaine. Life is just so boring without my trophies. I never thought they meant that much to me, but I guess you don't know what you've got until it's gone. What's that you say? You found my trophies? You're kidding. Don't joke about this, Elaine. No way, let me see. My trophies. Oh yeah, my babies. I never thought I'd see them again. Thanks so much, Elaine. You're amazing. Elaine, this day got off to a terrible start, but ended brilliantly. You need to tell Jenna that all my trophies are back. She'll be delighted too. Okay, and let's talk to the last person, to 10. Hi Elaine, what's up? What? No way, my watch? For real? Hey Loretta, check it out. My amazing new watch is back. Isn't it gorgeous? Awesome, you're like totally jealous now, huh? Haha. Hey Loretta, I was just joking. You can borrow it anytime you like. Seriously, we're besties. BFFs forever and ever. For real, you know. Thanks, Elaine. This is amazing. Can't believe you found the watch so fast. Tell Jenna that Loretta and I aren't thieves if she hadn't already figured that by herself. Now I need to go. Ciao. Okay, and we talk to Jenna. My flower pots are almost finished. Could have Conrad to let me know. Now I suppose I just need some flowers to put in them. Beatrice got the trophies back? That girl is such a fierce competitor, especially when it comes to precision races. She worked so hard to hear those trophies, she must be relieved to have them back. 10 got a watch back, you say? I guess she was happy about that. Nice, now I don't have to listen to any more of hers and Loretta's whining. For a while at least. Thank you so much for helping us put a stop to the thefts here in Moorland. You didn't just find the thief, but you also got back all the precious belongings that were stolen from Beatrice, Ten, Mrs. Holdsworth, and Conrad. Such dedication to justice deserves a reward, and I've got just the thing. A cap. Jenna's helmet. Jenna grabbed something from the box behind her. Here you go, Elaine. What do you think? Maybe it's not much considering all you've done, but I hope you like it. Take care, Elaine. See you soon. I mean, it's kind of cute. So, thank you, Jenna. And on that note, I will end this video. If you liked it, please don't forget to give a thumbs up and to subscribe, and I will hopefully see you on another video. Bye bye!